What's going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums here with a new Let's Play on a beautiful map. This map here is Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and it is by TNT Modding. It is an extraordinarily beautiful map, and it really does capture the feel of Pennsylvania, in my opinion. I live in PA here in the States, and I really do think that this map captures that feeling of a lot of the smaller farm towns here in PA. So I wanted to do a series on here, and I've been trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. So with that, what I have come up with is we are going to do the Struggling Farmer. Here on the Struggling Farmer, it is going to be a basic playthrough. There's a couple rules to the Struggling Farmer. At the beginning, we start with $500,000. We can't take out a loan. We can only do contracts for people that we own the equipment for. So if they're calling for a corn harvest and we don't have a combine, or we have a combine and not a corn header, we cannot take that contract. So we can only do contracts for people that we already own the equipment for. On top of that, there's no tabbing through the equipment. There's no teleporting to different places. And there was one more that I wanted to add that I thought was a little special and a little bit different. I have to start this one off by buying land, getting a vehicle that I can drive that's not a tractor, that's not a piece of work equipment, and I have to build my house at least. Those are the first three things that I have to do before I can get started with doing anything. I can't take any contracts on. I can't start building my farm. I have to have a house. I have to have a vehicle. And we have to own a piece of land. So, what I've been looking at is field 41. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the map here. Field 41 is just down here. It is only 2.37 acres, and they're only asking $57,630 for it. So that is going to be the first piece of land that we buy in this episode, and that is going to be the start of where our home is going to be built. So now that we're there, we're going to jump out of here, and we are going to purchase a vehicle, and then we are going to head over to field 41 and check out what we got. All right, so now the money is down that $57,000, and we are going to jump in and we are going to purchase our vehicle. And I'm going to go with the Chevy K30 here, the single cab. Now let's do some custom work to it. At this point, I think a regular, actually, I think the flatbed's going to be the best option on here, because we can use that to haul bales and everything. Now, on this map, they do have mud, so I am going to get the mud tires on there just to help us out a little bit. Flatbed options: wood, metal. What was the other one? Correct. I'm just going to go with the wood. 235 horsepower. I don't need anything more than that. Side steps, we are lifted. We should have side steps on there. We're not going to do any plowing in this. Chevy. I'm going to go with the GMC. I'm going to go with the GMC logo. We're going to go with the front bumper guard on there. We're just going to stick that with new. That'll be good. Color. These are all things that I don't have to have on here, but I really want to. I really want to, guys. I want to have this stuff on here. Let's go with a little bit of the older red. And then I think with, no, not yet. With this, we'll go with more of a gray. So there's our truck. That's going to cost us $39,320. So we've already spent $100,000, almost $100,000. So here is our truck. we're going to go ahead and drive over to field 41 and start looking at look at some placement where we think we can put the house and everything like that. Let's go ahead. We'll zoom out here a little bit. All right. She runs good. She sounds good. And she's definitely a truck that we would have here that I've seen driving around the small town that I live in here in Pennsylvania. It's a little laggy. For some reason, this map seems to start off laggy every single time I load into it, and then that seems to fade away. Also, if we jump inside the truck, it doesn't seem to be as bad, but it definitely does right now that I say it, of course. Alright, so we're going to head up this way. And then field 41 should be, I'm just looking for the dirt road. There will be a dirt road that goes off beside field 41, and that's what I'm looking for. Once we hit that dirt road, we know that we've come far enough. And it'll be the field directly on our left of that dirt road. So this is the dirt road here. Just pull up right up here off to the side. Alright, so this is field 41. This is our first field that we bought. And what we have to do in here is we have to build our house. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up a little time lapse. I'm going to go through, I'm going to level the terrain, I'm going to get the house set up, maybe get the fence and a parking little driveway put in and stuff like that. So bear with me while I get all of that ready to go. Alright, so that is our house built. We got some grassland around here that we just planted. It's not necessarily going to be the size of the yard overall. I'm going to have a little play with it, plow some stuff in and stuff like that. What we need to do now is we need to figure out what tractor we want and how we're going to do our farm layout. So I definitely want to bring the road in from here for the farm. That way there's no traffic going by the house up there or the driveway or anything like that. So the farm road is going to come in right here between these trees. And I think I'm going to start the farm back there in that corner. But first, like I said, I want to go ahead and bring up the farm equipment. So I'm going to bring up the in-store app. We're going to go to medium tractors. I already picked out the tractor that I want. I want to do the Black Sheep Modding 40 series. We're going to go with the long nose 2-wheel drive. We're going to get the front weight. We're going to go with the standard US, which is nice because then I can throw the duals on there, but I don't. Maybe I should just throw the duals on right away because we are going to be doing some plowing contract. Yeah, I'm going to throw them on right now. We're going to go with the US3 filter and exhaust system, and we are going to get the 4840. It's going to bring us to $76,250. So buy that. And then we need a plow, and I downloaded this John Deere chisel plow for $6,000. It's 8 meters. So we'll go ahead and install that. And then right now, that is all we're going to purchase. So instead of having to bring the truck down there and back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down to the shop, and I will, I'll see you guys once I get back. Alright, we are back down here at the shop, and we are going to pick up the John Deere. Don't mind the time scale. I have it set at ×1 speed right now, but I am going to change that to 15 once I get all everything set up and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here, hook up to the plow, and then we are going to head back to the farm. I think John Deere, I think Black Sheep Modding did such a great job with this mod. All right, there we are. Going to jump out and attach everything. I am going for a little bit more realism in this one. I like the idea of doing that. So we're going to take this back to the farm. And I think our next step, we're going to have to get some land put in. Or some land. We're going to have to get some cruise control set up here. I want to get our first shed put in, or somewhere that we can store this so it's out of the weather and stuff like that. And I have an idea of which one I want to go with first, and it's kind of a mix to where it'll give me the it's going to give me the workshop trigger as well. But I think I have to do some terraforming. Ooh. Come on, bud. The sharp bend there. Alright, let's head on back down here. Cruise control does not want to work today. I'm going to head back down here to the farmhouse, and then I think what we will do is I'll do another small time lapse where I will do the maybe do the terraforming and getting the road layout, and then we'll see exactly what farm we want to do, or maybe I'll just do the terraforming and stuff off cam. I don't know which one I want to do yet. Let's see, we should just be up here to the house. Should just be up here on our right. Yep, there you go. You can see it through the trees. That's awesome. Look at that. That's our house, guys. That's our house just sitting there nice and pretty. So we're going to come down here because this is where the main road to the farmyard is going to be. Pull in here. I'm actually going to pull up to the side of the house here so we can figure out exactly what it is we want to do. We'll just sit this bad boy right here. And then give me a minute. Yeah, give me a minute. Let me figure out exactly how I want to do this, because I don't know if I set the farmhouse or the shed down. I'll show you what shed I'm looking at getting. I'm looking at doing this one here. It's a nice one. It has a workshop trigger inside of it as well. So it will give us, well, I think if I do it like this, look, it'll auto fill everything that I want. and it'll just bring the ground up to that level all the way around. So yeah, I think this is where I'm thinking about doing it. Oh man, come on, KJ, make a decision. Make a decision. All right, right here. That's where it's going. All right, let's run down here and take a look so see how much landscaping we have to do. That's not too bad. I got to bring the ground up a little bit around it and bring it out this way. So yeah, bring it out this way a little bit, and then I got to smooth it out some just so it looks more natural. And you can see like this corner here is just sitting off the ground. Not too bad. Not too bad. And ground out front's a little high as well. Let's open this up. And you can see it's got the workshop trigger right here, but we can also store that in here for now. Store the John Deere in here for now. Yeah, so let me go ahead. I'm going to get some ground leveled out over here just because this is a bit of a slope. And I think I will throw this all in a time lapse, but we're going to go ahead and level the ground out a little bit here so the slope is not as steep. And then we'll bring that first main road straight up into here. That way we have access to our new workshop. So let me work on that, and then I will see you guys at the end of this time lapse. All right, everybody. So I got the farm building. I got everything around it leveled, and I got the grass put down. I also just eliminated the whole field. I'm not exactly sure what happened to that footage. I cannot find it anywhere. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, the money's still down. Got it all taken care of. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys back in for bringing in the road to at least down here. So let's go ahead. We'll jump in here to the landscaping tool. And I think we'll want to start off small down here. I think is going to be the best option. We want to have kind of a bigger entrance so we can come in from either side, and then it'll fade in into a smaller road. Roads. That's one of those funny words, roads. So I think we can look at this next to the tractor. That should be a pretty decent size. And we're just going to kind of come in down here, straight in, and then I'm just going to bring it right up to the main door here. I think that's pretty much on the flat part. Might have to lower this down a little bit. I want to lower my strength down. Let's flatten this out here. And then we'll have to bring it back some. We'll up that. And then we'll smooth all this back out. There we go. Lower that intensity down. Slope this back. You can see the tractor's floating now. Alright, there's that. Intensity back up. And finish smoothing the whole way down. That'll be good. We need our paint tool back. And then start painting the grass back in here. Here we go. Happy little brush strokes. Bring a little bit of Bob Ross into our building our farm. Happy brush strokes. There's no such thing as mistakes. Just happy trees. I love watching Bob Ross, I'm not going to lie. Alright. Then up here, make that smaller. Bring our dirt path to there. And then back over to our grass. Fill this area out. Oops, I want to go over this side. Fill this. A little bit of grass overhanging isn't a bad thing. There we go. And I'll touch up the rest of the road later. So I've got a little door here. Have a little bit of walkway. Is there any more doors on here? I want to make sure that all the doors have some access to where they need to go. Any back doors? Oop, I think there's one. Yep, right there. So we'll take this door. Let's go ahead. We'll just loop it around the back of the building. Always turning the camera the wrong way. We'll just a little bit of a slope there, but that ain't a big deal. We'll bring that all the way along here, and then just connect right there. Perfect. Little overgrown there. No big deal. This whole walkway doesn't have to be perfect. And there we go. There's our little, our first little shed put in. Now, like I said, I turned everything into grass. I don't like that. That's got to be a little more rounded off. There we go. That's not too bad there. All right. I filled the rest of the grass and all that stuff in. Just completely eliminated the field. Not that we can't bring the field back if we wanted to, but it at least opens up all of that, and then we can expand the farm yard from there. Yeah, perfect, man. This is coming along. This is coming along great. Still got $240,000 in the bank. The tractor is still floating, so it'll drop once we jump in it. Maybe. Maybe it'll drop. There it goes. All right, so now we can go ahead and bring this down here. Yeah, and that was the perfect size too. It just fits on this road. We'll get this parked up inside of our shed. Hopefully with the duals on here it'll fit. Oh yeah, like a glove. Alright, so that's in the shed now. Go ahead and get that shut up. Now what we got to figure out is, do we take on contracts or do we start purchasing some more equipment for our farm? If we bring up the seasons menu, you can see we're doing 9-day seasons. It's kind of my favorite one to use. I think it's just a happy medium for doing video content, but also to still enjoy the gameplay. So we're still in day one. We got some time to put in some wheat and stuff like that if we create a field or if we bought another field. But with that, we would also have to make sure come the end of the year we have enough money to purchase a harvester. And I think the smallest one I have installed right now, if it'll load, is the Bison at 84,000. I don't have anything else in, so I might have a look around the mod hub for that, because I don't think I have any seeders or anything like that in at the moment either. Nothing but the base game and the DLC packs and stuff like that. So I'll have a look around on that and see what all we can find. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We got our farmhouse in, we got our pickup, we got our first tractor, we got a place to store the tractor, and then I think what we'll do in the next episode is we will start off by picking up some contracts. You can see here we have a couple of them. We have a number of plowing contracts that are going to bring in, right around $2,000, nothing major. Cultivating seems to be the bigger ones. We might have messed up buying the plow first. There's a $3,000. There's some bigger plowing contracts at the bottom. 4,000. Oh yeah. Oh, field 9 for 10,000. Where's field 9 at? Field 9 is right here, up here. So that's definitely a bigger one. So that's definitely an option, picking up field 9. That'll bring in a decent amount of money. If I pick that up, that will pay for this workshop alone, and will take us back up to about 250,000. I'm thinking this year we're not going to do much with animals or anything like that, just because of having to not having enough land. We would have to buy in all the straw, the hay. If we did cows, pigs, we'd have to buy pig food pallets. Chickens might not be a bad option. What are prices for eggs here? 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Are they the only places? Those three? Oh no. Eggs aren't too much, but I don't think you get. I think you got to have a lot of chickens to get the eggs. So maybe putting in a small chicken coop or something wouldn't be a bad idea. It's going to be extra money, and we can just buy a little bit of chicken feed for them. Let me see. How much is the chicken pen in here? I know there's a small one. 5,000, and then we'd have to pay for the chickens to come in. Or we'd have to pay to have the chickens come and be delivered. Could just throw that right over here. Just this, it's gonna run into all of that. Yeah, I don't know. It's an option. Getting the chickens is an option. I don't know exactly where we would put them, but for now, I think what we're gonna do is, this is where we're gonna end this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying this so far. The struggling farmer starting with $500,000 and building up a farm and an empire here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Thanks to TNT Modding, who has helped me quite a bit on getting some stuff set up on this map and helping me through a lot of the things that I needed help with. So I will catch you guys next time. I really appreciate you stopping by. And as always, happy farming.